What's up? How's it? It's Ulu, everybody. How's it? Your girl is tired. I am so tired. I'm going on 5 of 6. I just wanted to do a little update on my blood sugar and my diabetes, and yeah, just give you guys a little update. If you never know, I was taken off of the metformin. Um, and then I also was taken off the insulin. Okay. Um, about a month ago, I passed out at work. I literally fell, passed out, blacked out, and I hit my head. And that was the most unbelievable thing that I ever did experience. I mean, like literally a part of your life, a time span in your life you cannot remember. Like you don't know what happened. But in speaking to security, they told me that I just dropped to the ground. I fell and I hit my head on the cooler in my place where I work. So, but I'm okay. No concussions, nothing. I did call my doctor and I told her what happened, and she wanted me to go in. So I went in, and she's asking me questions and everything. So she basically told me that I should stop the insulin because my body is regulating. My body is making its own insulin that's adequate enough for what I consume. And plus the fact that I lost a lot of weight, I don't need so much insulin to try to process any sugars that I ingest, right? However, I still need to be careful in what kind of sugars that I ingest. So, and I still get my sweet snack cravings. It's just all about monitoring just for a little taste, Many times now I work in a little gift shop, okay? And they sell Hostess cupcakes, M&Ms, Reese's peanut butter cups, potato chips, gummies, Mentos, chocolate milk, Starbucks. Like we sell everything, your essential snacks and stuff like that. And let me tell you, the cravings, they come. They really do come. The cravings do come. But having that willpower to save that little craving for when you really worked hard and you feel like you deserve it. I have a little strategy. I will buy a little snack and I will share it with my coworkers. So that's how I kind of, compromise my little sweet snack cravings at times. But for the most part, I will definitely reach for something healthier, like fruit, and working where I work. There's always people bringing goodies and stuff like that. It's just crazy, but the gesture is nice. And there are times when, yeah, I want to try it. There are times when I have like little tiny cupcakes. I'll have like 3 of them, but throughout the night, okay, throughout my 8-hour period of working. It's not like I just eat 3 cupcakes at one time. I will go and eat one. It's the mini ones, okay, the little tiny ones. I noticed that when I do eat certain things, since I stopped the insulin, I will have sugar spikes. But my sugar spikes will only last maybe about 45 minutes, sometimes an hour, depending. I definitely am very careful about carbs because the thing for me, what I notice is that when you eat a meal, you want to be careful of the carbs that you eat. And I'm from Hawaii, so a lot of times rice is everything. Okay, rice is huge in Hawaii. Um, but I have to make sure that I monitor myself, and you know, I honestly I don't care for pasta too much. I don't. If I eat pasta, it has to be like shrimp Alfredo, chicken Alfredo. You know, it has to be some kind of like marinara sauce and spaghetti sauce and all that kind of stuff with noodles. I don't really care for that. No. Lasagna, if I eat lasagna, I have to make it. Okay. Um but yeah, I don't care for pasta. However, I do love bread. I do love bread. I do love bread. I'm not gonna lie. That is another thing that I have to be careful for of, is bread. Cause bread is like a staple food for a lot of people. But I just wanted to show you guys my sugar. This is from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. And so it's still in the green. I still am doing good. Okay. 106 right now. I just had a cup of coffee. And I don't know, I'm probably about to eat this banana on the way to work. Always making sure that I have food, especially after I take my medication. But being that my doctor told me that, because I lost so much weight, she suggested that I stop the blood pressure medication. However, I did tell her that there was a time when I didn't have my medication, and for like 2 days, and I could feel like I didn't feel so good. Like my heart was gonna freaking explode out of my chest. And so it seems like she changed my dosage. So I told her I don't want to stop it completely. I said maybe we can take it every other day. She suggested half. So I take 25 milligrams. However they measure it, I don't know. Instead of 50, I take half. So tonight I have to take one. It's kind of hard to remember sometimes. Like you have to remember, did I take it yesterday? Do I have to take it today? But I don't get those dizzy spells. I do notice that if I'm overtired and I didn't eat properly, then I get dizzy. So I have to eat. I really definitely have to eat. I did start drinking coffee, not every day, but this week is the week where I need coffee, because since New Year's Eve, it wore me out. It wore me out. It really did. But I just I noticed that I feel more regular, my energy, my natural energy. Because and you know what I noticed too? A lot of people in this group, I've noticed that they say that they're tired. Their sugars are monitored and they're stable, their levels are stable, but I've seen a lot of posts where people say that they're tired a lot. So I'm wondering if that's a side effect of the medication. However, I don't know if it's going to work for everybody, but since I stopped taking the insulin and I cut back on my blood pressure medication, I do have to monitor it. I do monitor it. I do monitor my blood sugar, not every day. Excuse me, my blood pressure, not every day, but when I feel kind of weird, you know, I will check it, because my doctor did say that I do have low blood pressure. So with the medication, so I'm currently taking the 25, and then I'm not taking no insulin. I did, however, take insulin a couple of days ago, just because I knew I ate a lot of crap. I ate a lot of crap, meaning not like junk food. I ate some food that was high in sugar, things like baked beans and things like that, and then and rice, and I did eat the holidays, you know what I mean, the holidays. But now the holidays are getting over, so it's time for me to get back to my regular um, diet. I don't like to call it a diet because it sounds so difficult. I like to call it regimen, lifestyle. Go back to my lifestyle, my eating, you know. So I am monitoring my sugar spikes very closely because I don't want to end up going back on insulin. So that's what I'm doing right now. Now that the holidays are over, New Year's is over, let's get back to it. I haven't been really working out much, so I'm trying to motivate myself to get there. I've lost 20 pounds. Beginning this journey with this new medication, I was like 145, 150 pounds, and I lost all that weight, and so I feel better. I had like a callus on my foot. I have it, and sometimes it would be protruding. I went to the doctor and I showed it to her, and because I was concerned about diabetic ulcers, okay, because I've seen crazy stuff happen in my family with sores and things like that. So I was very, very concerned. But since I lost the weight, my legs feel, better. It doesn't feel so like swollen. My feet hurt, but they don't hurt to the point where I'm like, where it's uncomfortable. I do wear diabetic shoes when I am going to work. So after I park my car, I leave with my diabetic shoes on, so that my feet, I do a lot of walking. Then when I get to work, I change my shoes. I wear these light walking shoes, which are so very comfortable. I also have Dr. Scholl's in them, to support my feet and my back and everything. Another thing I noticed is that since I lost the weight, my back doesn't hurt that much. It doesn't hurt like it used to. Sometimes I'd be standing up in one area for like 4 hours straight, 5 hours straight, and my back used to hurt. Of course, all the weight, all the weight is not good. I sleep better. I do sleep better. I drink gallons of water every day. Sometimes with my meal, I'll have a little Gatorade, just a tiny cup, of Gatorade. Sometimes I'll put a little splash of Starry in it just to have the fizz. But for the most part, yeah. So far things are good. But I still gotta keep track and keep monitoring myself. So yeah, that's pretty much my update. So I just wanted to let you guys know how I'm doing, and hopefully this will motivate people to not get so hard on yourself when you feel like, oh, I can't eat that, I can't eat this, I can't eat that, I can't eat this. Think of it as, just a little taste, just a little taste. We don't have to go crazy. We don't have to go crazy. And it's just a mindset. It really is a mindset. And I'm telling you, with this Libre 3 continuous glucose monitor, it creates a vision in your head, a visual, and it helps you to comprehend exactly what certain foods you consume, what they do to your body, and how you feel. So like if my sugar spikes, if I see it spiking to like 150, almost 200, 180, like that, and that's happened, I closely watch it. I would drink a lot of water. I'll move around, and then, oh wow, 20 minutes, it's going down, it's back to 145. So that the glucose monitor is just a great thing to have, and I think of it as an investment on my life. I really do. It's an investment, and I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. My mother was diabetic, and I feel like if she had this monitor when she was alive, her whole life would have been different. She probably still would have been alive. You know, it's kind of time consuming, and it takes a lot of effort, mental effort, to test your blood sugar with the blood tester. I do still test my sugar if it says to test. If I feel weird but my sugar's fine, I always check my blood sugar. Um, if my sugar is high but I feel fine, right? I test it. If I feel weird, definitely I test it to make sure. And what I love about my doctor is that I can communicate with them on an app. You know, it's not like you have to always call, because sometimes it's hard to get in touch with your doctor. It really is. Like, imagine how much patients they have to see in a day. You know, patient after patient after patient after patient. And so my company that I work for has its own health center. Okay, so health center and fitness center. So I basically walk across the street from my job, and I go to the doctor, and it's just great. It's great. It's great. I love it. And they really put time into you. If they see that your efforts are, you're putting effort into monitoring yourself and taking care of your health, they're gonna invest in you. If you don't, then they don't care. Then they'll be like, you know what, I've been telling you this. Da, 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 da. Like, believe me, I've had scoldings from my doctor before I began this health journey. But your medical team should support you, but you got to put in the work. Seriously, you really got to put in the work. You have to really put in the work in order for your team to be more responsive to you. Okay, seriously. And I've had shitty doctors before, shitty doctors, because I was on DHS Medical for a long time, long time, and there is a difference. So, you really got to put in the work. I don't even know how much to emphasize that. You really have to put in the work, because diabetes is a horrible disease. You suffer greatly in the end. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to get on. I'm thankful to be in part of this group, and I love everybody sharing their stories and their experiences and stuff like that. And hopefully I can be an inspiration to everybody. Hopefully I can be an inspiration to everybody who has questions, who is, having a hard time, who hasn't had the chance to get the continuous glucose monitor, who is not sure about recipes and stuff. I have a lot of healthful recipes that I like to make, but I'm a working mama. Full time. I have a career, and so it's not easy for me to get on and show my recipes. But I will try my best to share. And it's not even things that I follow online. Some of them, yeah, but it's things that I've researched, what foods are good, what I need in my body, how I blend it together, things like that, and to give it flavor and stuff like that. And I still do use salt and stuff like that, but just not all the time. Certain foods don't need it. You want to make sure that you use certain foods to flavor your dish. So anyways, I'm gonna keep going, but I'm working 6 days, and I work graveyard. So yeah, taking care of your health is very, very important. It's very important, especially if you work graveyard. You got to work. You've got to put in the time to take care of yourself. Sleep is very important. eating healthy, staying hydrated, and all of that, taking vitamins and all of that. So, yeah, guys. Okay. If you guys have any questions, please don't be afraid to ask. And coming from Hawaii, where a lot of pork, a lot of grease, a lot of salt, a lot of fat, a lot of all those crazy things. Growing up with all that yummy, yummy Hawaiian food, Filipino food, Chinese food, Korean food, Puerto Rican food, yummy food, to eating healthy. Super healthy, most times. Fairly healthy, sometimes. Not healthy, rarely. That's just how I am now. Mindset, guys, mindset. Kidding, aloha.